Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Like 13, like 13. 22 window, 22 window.
Here's Levis. That's incomplete left side. Partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough save for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. The coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A play fake. Now Levis to throw. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Shotgun now for Levis. Gets caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Working inside the red zone. Running a screen now for Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
8 yards on the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Levis, yet again. Brought in Ty Felton. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got the job in the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. It's Levis once more. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
Here's field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. He's forwarding out the middle. That's about 3. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Bronco 80.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Looking to throw, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Got ready.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Ready.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there.
Left thing 19. 2. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing a fourth down. Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Darius Davis to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Cleveland coming up in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Levis now on first down. Completes downfield to Felton. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. First and 10, here's Jones. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Quick slant, here's McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
McConkey's got it again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Second down now, they need 7. From the gun, Levis. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. First and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
A run here with Jones. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. Defense showing blitz. Levis. Has it down close.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Like 54, like 54.
Captain. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Hey, come on, come on.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4. They'll go Levis. Caught out wide. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Absolutely fires this one right side. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Frederick Duffy in to pick it off. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
On 1st down, here's Levis. Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from the 32. Levis setting to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. They give to Jones, right side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality game, it will still wind up lined up in punt formation. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chargers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
At the 11-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Like 13.
Levis now against the blitz. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's Jones on the toss. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Browns 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. To the air on 1st down. Sanders. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. You say that out loud?
That was out loud. Yeah. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, come on. 49's down, 22 reader.
Shotgun now for Levis. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Levis. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect. Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to Nicholas Jones. A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Dicker connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready,
Shaking off the pin quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the screen. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. He's got to his running back. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He's going to work in it for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bronco 80. Buffalo 8. Ready.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
Going again here, Sanders. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. He's got his guys into to the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
70. Go.
Sanders back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Brings it in. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. The effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First and goal.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10.
Chargers 20, Browns 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Levis to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
Running right, this is Jones. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
He was brought down at his 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now Levis. Looking underneath, it's Jones. And he is down to the 30-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 24-yard
On the
line.
gun, Levis. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one. This is the tight end. And now they need to get more on third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Third and short yardage, Levis. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. Comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Trying to throw this from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
Browns 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And the downfield call is gonna go unanswered. Better saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's why you can chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Desperation time here. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Working quickly here.
And the Browns, 1st down.
18 Rattler.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. You got middle field open or close, like a single high or two high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays could follow.
Browns 18.
kick this off. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. On the play fake, it's Levis. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Pass is caught at the 9. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll run with Jones. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun now for Levis. And it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
2-point try coming up. Levis and his offense getting set.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point.
Right, they're going to throw for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they recover. So after a very chaotic play and a couple of turnovers, they're set up somehow with a first down.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Come on. Rig alert. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, 19 Lion. Warrior 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast.
By Dallas Turner. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
18, find it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go. Set. Mustang 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up the first down, too.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it up.
That's intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Hancock. And the Chargers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, what better way to follow up 1 interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just 1 play, you'll flush it all down the 12.
And he's got the Charger first down. And that should be all she wrote in this one.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. So 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Gronk, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Greg Newsome has it.
Levis's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19, 8, come 19, come 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, trap 60, trap 60.
Sanders going to look to throw. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
Brings up 2nd down.
60 Bobcats. 60.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So they're left facing third and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Drive getting it to Cortland Sutton. And that brings up fourth and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 18, Rattler, 18.
Throwing now. Finds him over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Dicker connects there. And it's a three-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We've got ourselves a three-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. To the air, Sanders. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here he goes, one final shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not